Welcome to Community Checkup. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller.
I'm Missy Acosta.
Always great to bring just the latest of the good things happening in your community. And today we get to talk about the Athena Awards that happened in Nashville last month. It was the end of March that the awards took place. And what an exciting time. Missy, you were one of the nominees.
Yes.
What is it like to be a nominee for the Athena Awards? And then we'll get into what this means and who has partnered with it.
First of all, it's an amazing honor because there are over 30 different women's organizations in Nashville that are all nominating someone. So, I mean, it's such an amazing group of women that you're along with. And you know, you may hear there's a winner. I think there will be a recipient, but all of these women are just so amazing. And the things that they have done and accomplished in the community. Nashville is just such a better community in Middle Tennessee because of all of these women.
What is the Athena Awards for those who aren't familiar?
Okay. Athena Awards was started over 40 years ago. It was started in Michigan, and there was a woman who heard that women were not leaders. And so she determined to prove otherwise. So that was started over 40 years ago. 35 years ago, Athena Awards was brought to Nashville. So this is a big, significant anniversary for us. Later on in the show, we'll get to talk to Pat Pierce, who is the historian for Athena here in Nashville. She has attended every event and knows a lot about Athena International and all of that. Athena is in 500 different communities around the globe. And that includes, they have programs in 48 states, 11 different countries, and it's an amazing thing. You know, we think of Athena, well, honestly, when I was in my younger days, I thought it was Athena, I thought it was a Nashville thing because we have the Parthenon, we have the statue of Athena. But this is an international, it's a global award. One of the global winners is Pat Summitt. Which I think everybody in Tennessee knows her. So
I think everybody knows who that name, Pat Summitt. But again, such a prestigious honor to be a part of the Athena Awards and to be nominated. So congratulations on that. And again, you saying 500 communities. 500 communities is not very many when you're looking globally.
Yes.
Which is huge. Now, you've been nominated by Cable.
Yes.
What is that association between Cable and the Athena Awards?
Cable was one of the organizations that helped bring it here to the Nashville community. Cable and NAWBO, the Nashville Association of Women Business Owners, and they brought it here. Cable has always been kind of the champion, the 501c3 to stand in behind the organizations and help organize it. We have the committee. So we'll meet two of the co-chairs this year, Navonda Lilly and Lakita Stribling. And, you know, I mean, they really do a lot to put all of this together. And like I said, over 30 different organizations that are nominating professional women and young professionals who are under 40.
Well, we have a great show in store for you, incredible women for you to hear from. Any final words before we go to our first break?
I'm just so excited for everybody, that all of our viewers, to get to know some of these amazing women in Nashville, in the community. And if you're part of a women's organization and you haven't heard of Athena, reach out to someone in Cable, and you know, we'd love to welcome your organizations to be a part of this next year.
So exciting. All right, let's get on with our community checkup. And then, of course, at the end of the show today, we'll have the recipient, the one who has been awarded the Athena Award for this year. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Hi, I'm McKenna at the Nashville Omni Hotel. Come see us at 5 and 10.
Hi, I'm Britt Kenna at the Nashville Omni Hotel. Come see us at 5 and 10. Hi, I'm Britt Kenna at the Nashville Omni Hotel. Come see us at 5 and 10. Welcome back to Community Checkup. I now have the pleasure of talking with Dr. Lakita Stribling and then Navonda Lilly. First off, ladies, thank you so very much for your time.
No, thanks for having us. We appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, what an honor it is just to be here at the Athena Awards this year for 2025. You both play a very special role in this. You're co-chairs for the event.
Yes.
What has that been like?
Oh, it's been an amazing journey, a labor of love. I tell you, I didn't agree to participate as a chair without her agreeing that she would come along with me. So it's been an amazing journey. It's been a long journey. We've been working on this since last summer.
Oh, wow.
So we are so elated to see it finally come to fruition.
And for us, it's really an honor to be able to support the women in the community that are doing so much and making such a positive impact. So we're honoring them today, and we've honored them throughout this journey. And so we just hope that they feel loved throughout and seen throughout this process.
To elegance, to leadership, to grace, and to Athena.
Talk about some of those women that have been recognized, whether it be this year or in past years, because I want people to know the impact that these women are making on their communities.
Well, Dr. Stribling is actually a past nominee, and I think that she would be excellent in answering that.
Actually, we have some amazing women who have walked this journey. Linda Peakshack, Pat Shea, Dr. Phyllis Qualls, I think.
There's so many.
Yes.
So many. What is it like to be in the position as a nominee?
Well, it's great because not only do you get the experience of building a new network of professional friends, but also it becomes this whole sense of community and belonging with other women who are grinding it out in the city. And it is no incident that we do this during Women's History Month.
Yes.
That is very true. And I've noticed some young ladies here in the crowd. So is there a mentorship portion of this through Athena Awards or cable?
So there's not a mentorship for the Athena Awards, but there's also some scholarship recipients that are high school students that we will actually be recognizing today and giving some scholarships. And then we also have a sponsor who is Dell, who has actually provided laptops for those students as well. So we hope that we're modeling the behavior so that as they bloom and blossom into the individuals that they will become, that they will see the importance of giving back to the community and helping to shape the next generation of leaders.
One last question, because the party's getting started, of course. Here you hear the music. For someone who would like to be a woman, who would like to be a leader in her community, what should she do? What step forward should she take?
Well, I tell you, one of the best kept secrets maybe is Nashville Cable. It was started back in the 80s when women couldn't join other civic organizations because we weren't allowed to. And it was an opportunity for us to not wait to be invited into those spaces, but we created our own spaces. And so Nashville Cable is one of the places where most women start getting involved, building their professional networks, and also having opportunities for professional and personal development.
What about for any final words from you, Navonda?
No, we're just honored to be here. We're excited about tonight to celebrate these women that are making a tremendous impact in our community. And we appreciate you being here tonight to support this initiative as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you both for your time.
You.
Oh my gosh, anytime. Navonda Lilly and Dr. Lakita Stribling, we appreciate you. We appreciate what you do and what you give to our community.
Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. Stick with us. Missy Acosta has another interview coming up for you right after this.
At Bongo Java. Come see us at the Omni Nashville.
Dental and vision. We love your whole face. See us at deltadentaltn.com.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Welcome back to Community Checkup. I am here with my dear friend Cynthia Whitfield Story. We've served on a board together with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and last year you were one of the nominees and actually the recipient of the Athena Award.
Yes.
How did that feel to be called up to the stage last year?
So I cried like a baby. Didn't expect to win because I was just honored to be in it. And that's what they tell you, but it was amazing. It really was. But I cried like a baby. I really did. And I didn't realize how touching it was going to be to me for them to call my name. Because as they were reading the recipient, I'm like, that sounds like me. That sounds like me. And then when she called my name, I just lost it. But it's been a wonderful honor.
That's awesome. Now, who was the nominating organization for you?
The YWCA. So I was on the board for the Y for many, many years. I was the chair. Past chair, and now I still am committed to them just like I am with Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Okay, you've done so much for the community of Nashville, and actually you've done a lot for cable. So
Yes.
As a winner of the Athena Award this year, you did a presentation for the luncheon along with Tamara Bates.
Yes.
And it was a very eye-opening experience. Can you share a little bit with the audience about what you were sharing with cable?
I love to. So, and you were there, so you can testify. Did
Yes.
this happen or not? But I have a company called Inspire One, and we do executive coaching, leadership development, and business development. And in this body of work, I started identifying with my clients that they were separating their personal life with their business life. And I kept saying, no, you're only one person. You have to be integrated from that perspective. So I decided as I guess a requirement when you are the recipient, Tamara and I, who was the recipient for the young people, young professionals, we became instant friends, which is part of what Athena talks about, building relationships and things of that nature. So when we knew we were going to do the luncheon, I called her up and I said, hey, let's not just do a talk, let's do something where we can give back to women in the audience. And I really want to take them through a workshop that's going to help them understand themselves and dig a little deeper, do some self-awareness. So we had, I think it was over 70 people that showed up, and it was amazing. I was energized, loved every minute of it, and I'm still talking to people about it. And people called me up and say, Melissa from Big Brothers Big Sisters, she says, what's this thing you did? So I'm hoping that people will pay attention to what they need internally so that they can be better for themselves, better for what they do, better leaders, but that they really stop and say, I really need to work on this. Right? I need to work on my family. I need to work on my fitness, that they really start understanding that. So that's really what we did.
Well, and I loved your analogy of a wheel because I grew up hearing work-life balance. So it was like a seesaw.
Right.
But life is not a seesaw.
Absolutely not.
And you gave us those different parameters. There were what, 5 different?
7.
7 elements of that wheel.
Right, exactly.
Can you share what those were?
Yeah, so the first one is, so I'll tell you what my struggles have been: fitness and finance. So my fitness is out of order, so I'm getting better with it. But we got fitness, finance, we have family, we have fun, which is really, really important for people to balance that out. But the thing is really to understand, regardless of where you are on the wheel, what is making you out of balance? Like if you have, mine was fitness and finance, so I could move it around. What was yours? Do you remember?
Definitely fitness.
Okay.
And family.
Family, right. So how do you come to a balance in your life, right? It's not going to be perfect all the time, but how do you balance things to a point where if you were on a wheel that it could roll? Now it might roll a little clunky, but how does it roll? And then how do you take the clunkiness out and kind of smooth it out and balance it so that you're doing something else? So someone said, faith was their challenge. And they weren't taking their kids to church, and they wanted to do that. And she started doing things more with friends, another F. And she's got her friends now doing the faith walk with her.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that is the cool thing about women's organizations. I've been a part of other civic clubs, but becoming a member of cable and being around other women who are trying to achieve a lot of the same things, and at the same time, I mean, just lifting each other up.
Yes.
Of course, people are competitive,
right?
But they're really wanting to come together, help each other accomplish their individual goals as well as collective goals as a small community.
Correct. Correct. And I think the beauty of what we did was to take the things that Athena talks about, being courageous, being bold, taking a chance on things, doing things a little bit differently than you've done it before, building relationships, right? Having courage. And people had courage that day. They were up there raising, I'm like, who's going to volunteer? I didn't have to pick and force anyone. They just said, pick me, and they told great stories. And some
Very
were
vulnerable.
I know, right? People got very personable, and it was great. So I'm hoping all of you that were there that took this, if you need any help, please let me know. But I really want you to understand what's inside of you and how you can contribute to others and be better at everything you do, personal and professional.
Absolutely. So of the 8 Athena principles, there was another one, and that is celebrate. And that's why we are all here tonight.
Yes.
Cynthia, thank you for joining us for this grand celebration. I can't wait to see who receives the Athena Award tonight.
Okay.
And really appreciate you joining us here on Community Checkup.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Good job.
Look at you.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Hi, I'm Carmen at the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at the Macara Spa.
Welcome back to Community Checkup. We have the pleasure of talking with the president of Cable, Julia Baker, this evening, a big woman who has been in the shoes of the women that are here this evening for the Athena Awards. We know how special this is. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
So how special is this for you all with Cable to be able to do this here? Because Athena Awards something in 500 communities worldwide, which is not very many places when you think about it. What is it like to have it here in this community?
It's amazing because Nashville has amazing women, and this way we can showcase. And what I love is that Athena has YP, which is under 40, and traditional over 40.
Okay.
So we hit all the demographics of women.
You've been the president for Cable for 2 years.
2 one-year terms, which
Okay.
is a little unusual, but yes, I'm finishing up my 2nd year of a 1-year term.
What, for people who may not be familiar with Cable, explain what this organization does for our community.
Okay, so we are the longest networking organization exclusive to women. And what I'd love to say is this was started 46 years ago by women who are not allowed to join Rotary or Kiwanis, which is a little unheard of these days, but those were men-only groups. And a group of lawyers said, we want a group, and they advertised in the classified, which is again a anomaly to most young women, and said, if you want to partner with women, professional women and network, come join us for Wine and Cheese. And over 100 women came, and 46 years later, all the ebb and flow of Nashville, in and out of groups, we have sustained. We are multi-generational, we are multi-industry, which gives us a bigger myopic picture than isolated groups like realtors, investors, construction. We give you a bigger picture of what's happening.
What has the interest been like for women here in our community, here in Nashville, for Cable? What interest are you seeing?
Huge, and in general, even old school, if you're like, what group do you need to join? It's Cable.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you, as the president, again, 2 one-year terms, how do you hope to see this grow?
I would say challenging to me, but more network, more technology-centric, younger women. How do we connect with them? So 75% of the women, I think, are 60, something like that, who graduate from colleges in Nashville stay here, right? So how do we capture them in college, because we're the Athena of the South, and have them integrate into a group as they enter their professional career that kind of walks through them with that journey.
Incredible. Any words for women out there who would like to be leaders in their community?
Do it. Stop thinking you can't do it. Stop thinking you're not enough. Stop thinking you're not there. Just go to the meeting, sign up, and do it.
And for those women in there that are nominees this evening, what are they feeling right now?
I was an Athena nominee several years ago. They are feeling inadequate because when you look at the plane of women nominated, they're amazing. They're also feeling very honored and humbled to be nominated by their group.
I can only imagine. Thank you, Julia Baker, so much for talking with us here at Community Checkup, the president of Cable. We appreciate all that you do. I hope you enjoy the evening.
I will. Thank you so much.
Anytime. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Joseph Burgoyne, Chef Tournade of the Omni Nashville Hotel. Come see us at Kitchen Notes.
Dental and vision. We love your whole face. See us at deltadentaltn.com.
Welcome back to Community Checkup. There is one person who knows the Athena Awards, I would say, probably better than most. It is Patricia Pierce. She's joining us now, and a little background on her. Not only has she received the Athena Award back in 2003, but a nominee 3 times. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
What is it like to be a part of it now, knowing, I mean, you've been watching this program since 1990, since it was first started in our Nashville area. What is it like for you now?
Well, it's like raising a child, I think, because we saw it being given birth in 1990 when the award came to Nashville, primarily because a young woman who was the president of NABO, the National Association of Business Women Owners, her mother had received the award in Michigan, and that's where the Athena Award began, by Martha Mayhood Mertz, who was a very bright businesswoman who saw how much women were excluded from things, primarily recognition for their outstanding achievement in the community. Women were not part of that group that were recognized. So she organized the Athena Award, and Karen Williams Dunn, her mother got the award in Lansing, Michigan, and Karen was there. She thought it was such a beautiful award. She came back to Nashville, and she thought, well, we need to have that award in Nashville. So that was in 1990 when it was decided that the best thing for us to do is to have the women's organizations sponsor the Athena Award in Nashville, and that we would take ownership of it. And that way we would know that it would be done right and the way it should be done. And we decided collectively to do it in March during Women's History Month, because that would make it even more significant because we were honoring women. And so that was just, my first step into looking at what this was all about. And I was really excited about it because it was a beautiful award named after the goddess Athena, goddess of wisdom and courage. And it was to honor a woman who's outstanding in her field, particularly a woman who reaches back and pulls others along with her, encouraging others to achieve excellence, which most of the women, in fact, all the women who are nominees, have achieved excellence in their field and the community, and are really looked up to by other women as well. So I feel like every year it has just gotten bigger and better. We had the award in beginning in the first actual official award ceremony was in 1991, but we organized, of course, in 90. But in 1993, as the committee was getting together, we thought about how important it was to maybe reach back into the younger community and to help younger girls have an idea of what the possibilities are for them to achieve. And we knew that just mingling them along with the nominees would be really special. So we established the high school scholarship program in 1993. And we started out giving 2 awards, 3 awards, 5 awards, and that went along really, really well. And then in 2001, we decided to do something a little different, and that is to include women who were non-traditional students who were maybe women who started college but didn't finish college because of family or whatever issue, financial issues. We started the non-traditional scholarship. So we started giving those scholarships, and that just grew and grew. And of all the Athena Award programs across the country, and there've been over 500 in the United States and probably 200 or 300 in other countries, none of them were doing that until we presented this at the International Athena Conference, telling them how we've expanded just the awards program, and it hit everybody, and they all wanted to do scholarships. So we started something nationally that was really, really important, because these young women were able to come to the awards program and talk to the nominees, and even some of the nominees ended up mentoring some of these women, and it just grew into such a wonderful, wonderful mentorship program for the high school students. And then we decided that Yvonne Wood, who's from Nashville, and she's an Athena recipient in 2013, she actually became the president of International Athena, because Nashville got so involved with the international organization that they pulled me on the board. They pulled about 5 other women in Nashville on the international board, so that we could tell them some of the things that we were doing, and they could share it with some of the other cities as well. But as president of the board, one of the things that she said we had an issue in Nashville is there were a lot of young women nominated for the Athena Award, along with more established women. And it was really difficult for them, although it was a great experience for them, but they were not going to receive the award because they had not achieved the excellence in their fields yet. They were on the way. So Yvonne came up with the idea of the Young Professional Award, and it started at International Athena, and then we brought it to Nashville the next year. And that was to recognize women under 40 who were doing really well, doing outstanding things. And some of these women are amazing. And we started that so that it's part of the program too. So we have, if you look at the whole program as a whole, we have, the high schools and the non-traditional scholarship women, and then the young professional and the Athena recipient.
How wonderful. Patricia Pierce, thank you so much. A historian for the Nashville Athena Awards. My last question for you. You being a woman leader in our area, someone who is well known, who has done so much, what would you like your legacy to be?
Oh, very simple, just to be able to be someone who showed kindness and helped other people, because I love to particularly help young women, encourage young women, and try to help them see that they can accomplish anything that they set their hearts to. And this is really, and I'll try to be quick. I just learned from a friend of mine, because I'm a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and we're having a conference in Nashville. And our regent was talking to a young woman who happens to be the assistant of our state representative, Marty Fritz. And his assistant is a young woman that I helped when she was at Vanderbilt. She is a young woman with a disability, and we started the disability program at Vanderbilt. And I asked her for a lot of advice, and in the end, she asked me for a lot of advice. So we kind of helped each other in our fields. But I'm going to get to see her in a couple of weeks, and I haven't seen her in probably since 1981. So it's going to be a thrill to see her. So that's just something that, makes me feel like I have achieved something if I've helped somebody along the way.
How special. I'm sure you have helped so many. Patricia Pierce, thank you for your time. Thank you for this and for joining us on Community Checkup.
Thank you so much. Anytime.
And congratulations to Dr. Adrian Battle, the recipient of the Athena Traditional Award, and Vanessa Johnson, who received the Athena Young Professional Award.
And that's it for Community Checkup for this month. Thank you for joining us.
We always love having you stop by. We'll see you again next month.